Krampus presents 5 haunted places in the United States. Amid its over 100 years inactivity, the Moundsville Penitentiary in West Virginia was one of America's most fierce restorative offices and the last stop for just about 1,000 crooks. The detainees lived in cramped quarters, which prompted riots. Numerous men were hanged or executed in the electric chair, while others were killed by different detainees. It closed in 1995, however, as indicated by a few, the tormented spirits are still in the slammer and in the guts of the jail and might be seen or heard on a visit. Once known as the Weston State Hospital, this shelter was home to a large number of individuals with psychological instability, beginning in 1864. Many individuals passed on here before the office shut in 1994. The spirits that are said to frequent the site today go back to the Civil War time, when the Haven's grounds filled in as a military post. Paranormal voyages through the office highlight 2-hour visits to the refuge's 4 fundamental problem areas. The Villisca axe murders occurred between the evening of June 9, 1912, and the early morning of June 10, 1912, in the town of Villisca in southwestern Iowa. The 6 members of the Moore family and 2 house guests were found bludgeoned in the Moore residence. All 8 victims, including 6 children, had severe head wounds from an axe. A lengthy investigation yielded several suspects, one of whom was tried twice. The first trial ended in a hung jury and the second ended in an acquittal. The crime remains unsolved. Visitors and residents of the house have experienced visions of a man with an axe and other unexplained paranormal activity. The Eastern State Penitentiary, also known as ESP, is a former American prison in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It was operational from 1829 until 1971. The penitentiary refined the revolutionary system of separate incarceration first pioneered at the Walnut Street Jail, which emphasized principles of reform rather than punishment. Notorious criminals such as Al Capone and bank robber Willie Sutton were held inside its innovative wagon wheel design. James Bruno, Big Joe, and several male relatives were incarcerated here between 1936 and 1948 for the alleged murders in the Glares Massacre of 1934, before they were pardoned. At its completion, the building was the largest and most expensive public structure ever erected in the United States and quickly became a model for more than 300 prisons worldwide. The prison is currently a U.S. National Historic Landmark. Visitors to the prison claim to see paranormal activity in the corridors and hear whispers in empty cell blocks. The RMS Queen Mary is a retired British ocean liner that sailed primarily on the North Atlantic Ocean from 1936 to 1967. Queen Mary was officially retired from service in 1967. She left Southampton for the last time on October 31, 1967 and sailed to the port of Long Beach, California, United States, where she remains permanently moored. Following Queen Mary's permanent docking in California, claims were made that the ship was haunted. One of the staterooms is alleged to be haunted by the spirits of a person who supposedly was murdered in cabin B340 and the young sailor who was crushed to death by a door in the engine room.